G'day, this is your bubbly host H2O Queen. I hope everyone watching this video or in my stream, I hope you are well. I'm just going to need a second to set up, guys, and then we shall begin playing. Okay, beautiful, everything's good. Alright, here we go. Sorry about the delay, it's been full on. I've just had previous commitments. So we just finished the burns, the maternity ward, and before that was the burns unit. Now we're up to intensive care, and this is level 41, and this is travel times. Earn 12 hearts by moving beds. Okay, looks like we have to get 315. Sorry guys. Oh no, tell me that you're just moving some boxes. No, I'm no longer working at Little Creek. As of today, Victor is in charge. I'm so sorry, Daniel, my mum and brother. It's okay, I understand. I heard what happened. This was my fault anyway. They did let me keep my medical license, so I guess I should be thankful for that. Is there anything I can do for you? No, it's been a long day. I just need a little time to process things. I guess we both do. And Daniel's leaving. So you sure you can't fit more beds into your intensive care unit? Do you see any space for more beds? I guess we'll have to cut costs on equipment then. Sophia's got a tongue poked out. I see you're not having a great day either. Nonsense, I'll take more than that oath to get me down. Okay, so we've got 900. So we've got the bed, which is 800. Then we've got a coffee machine. Crash cart. Ooh, so many things. So that's just the curtains. So treatment sounds important to me. Oh, I love the music in this game. So there we go, we just got the flowers as well, so that's awesome. Now I've got to get those curtains at some time later. Part of our job is to make our patients more comfortable. We can do this by moving their bed into a better position. Okay. Move each part of the bed by dragging it to the correct position. Okay. That is really cool. Nice one. Good job. The patient will be much more comfortable now.
Oh.
You have to direct them to the coffee machine. That is hilarious.
Oh.
Look at him.
Oh.
Oh, the chairs are colour coordinated because that's going to be really, really hard too. Shivers.
Oh.
Oh. Ah. Difficulty level increased. Okay, well, I have no idea where that is. I don't know. Oh goodness, it's just like the cafe. It's all controlled. Oh Oh, this is going to be tough. It's going to be a fun type of tough. Oh, that is so wicked. Nice. Okay. Couldn't even get that right. Might restart that. Try again. Now I've got it. Try again. Sorry guys, I was trying to get used to the buttons. Got it now.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Don't know how to make that work. Okay, so you gotta stand in front of it.
Oh. Ah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I just made it. Get well cards. Cheer patients up by handing up all their get well cards. Okay? How's she doing? During the operation, we found several heightened toxin levels in her kidney. These toxins have been entering the bloodstream and causing havoc. Loss of oxygen, muscle damage, not to mention a very erratic heartbeat. We've had to put her into an artificial coma so we can slow her entire system down. If we woke her up, she could die within the hour. If only we'd done that checkup. There's no use in regretting the past. I'm going to run some tests, if Victor will still let me. Thanks, Quinn. Wow.
Oh. Ah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. 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 Ah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. oh, ah. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Nice. Just off by 12 points, not too bad. Silence. Send visitors to the correct chairs within 10 seconds of them arriving. Okay, challenge is on and accepted. Here comes Ryan. Alright. Done. Okay, here we go.
Oh, ah.
Alright, hang on, we've got new item. There it is.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh,
Alright, so I missed the chairs. Let's try again.
Oh. Oh.
oh, ah.
Oh. 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 Ah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. 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 Ah.
Oh, ah. Oh. Ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Yay. Ooh, new minigame. Monitor the patient's vitals, overlap the current lines with their baselines to get accurate readings. Okay. Oh, Ryan's so upset. Aww. It's just no words for times like these. Tuck it out. Don't tire Alison out any further. Okay, so this is number 43. See what happens. Oh, cute moment. Wake up, sleepyheads. I'm here to pick you up, Ryan. The kids have been asking about you. I guess I could use a distraction. How are you holding up, kiddo? I've had better days. I'd give you a hug, but we probably shouldn't. Sometimes the world just stinks. That's your great insight, huh? Nah, just something some guy once told me. Good luck, Alison. tired her out. Whoops-a-daisy. Sorry, Alison. Oh, she's really going.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh, ah.
The longer she walks, the more tired she gets.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh, that's a nice one. Look, it's beautiful.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oops. Ooh, just like literally did it before she got knackered. Happened. This is going to be really a tough level.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh. Oh, ah.
Oh. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh.
Ah. Ah.
Oh. 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 Oh.
I'll fix up the calendar later. I'm out of ideas. All my tests came back inconclusive. Every test spells out something different, and then the very next test excludes the first result. On top of that, I now have a strict per patient test budget and not allowed to go on a wild goose chase. Victor, what do you think? To be honest though, even with more tests, I wouldn't know where to start. So there's nothing you can do? I'm afraid not. You could always talk to her. Wise words, Sophia. Talk to you? I hardly know you. And that's not my fault, is it? You know, all the mum-daughter moments I've had to miss out on, how desperately I wanted to have a mother. The only thing you had to do was to be there. The only thing I had to do was forgive you. Not be so angry, not send you away. It couldn't have been easy on you either. I just wish things could have been different. Oh, she's trying to reach out. Oh, here we go. Oliver's everywhere. Here we go. no giving up. Check out 3 gold-hearted people at once. 5 times. I've got to make sure I do the golds in group of 3. Okay. Quinn told me there's nothing more he can do for Mum. Well, he might not be able to do anything, but I'm not going to give up yet. I'm done with giving up. I'm going to do everything I can, Ryan, I promise. We're going to save Mum. But I can't do this alone. I'll stop by Ruth's after my shift. Nice power. Alright.
Oh.
Power of positivity.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Ah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah, oh, ah. Oh, Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Ah.
Nice. Ruth? Do you know your door has no lock? Yep, they changed the lock, so I had someone remove it. But I'm sure you didn't come here to talk about locks. No, I need your advice. So somehow I need to do more tests, but I don't know what tests to do. And on top of that, Victor won't let us do any more anyways. I'll look at the file. I'm sure there are still plenty of things we can test for, but it seems to me that you still need help from someone else too. You need someone who has experience in bending the rules. I'm not sure if Daniel will want to help me after all that's happened. Alice and that boy would rob a bank for you if you asked him to. I guess I'll have to try. Thanks, Ruth. Ruth, are you sure you don't need any help? Don't be silly, this house is too big for me alone anyway. It's all in the budget. Deliver the cart to the patient within 10 seconds of them asking for it. Ooh, it's going to be a tough one. Ooh. Victor, you can't just take one of our carts. Don't be so overdramatic. You can make do with just one cart. You know how much Queensborough Bridge is willing to pay for one of these? The hospital's going to turn a profit, and it's going to turn a profit quickly. You can always put your complaints in my complaints box. I can't work like this. Don't worry, Sophia, we'll make it work. You just try and relax. really bad. Yay, colourful curtains. Nice. Oops, I stuffed up already.
Oh, ah.
Alison, you're making me dizzy. Stop it.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh.
Oh. Ah.
Oh.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to restart that one again. I didn't click properly.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Ah.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Ah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I honestly love the tissues. I think it's great. I guess it's time. Daniel, are you up here? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know your mum and dad were over. I can come back later. Don't be silly, we're just here to celebrate Daniel's new job at Queensborough Bridge. Queensborough Bridge? Yes, I was going to tell you. I didn't want to go back to my self-pitying again, so I applied for a job at Queensborough, and they were glad to have me. That's great, Daniel. Yeah, it is, but that's not what you want to talk about, right? No. I also want to do something instead of feeling sorry for myself, but I need your help. Well, I could probably slip in the extra tests you need at Queensborough. Are you sure I couldn't ask you to do that? Alison, you are willing to risk everything for me. It's the least I can do. Thank you, Daniel. Just be sure Victor doesn't see you collecting samples. I'm sorry, I've got to go. Someday you'll have to tell me why you and Alison aren't a couple. John. We'll have to check out the previous season to know more information about that one. Broken beds. What a bed? Whoa. Okay. That just... I have no idea what was happening. That just threw me off. Like, all I could hear was just bangs going, beds going bang, bang, bang. Oh my goodness. I can't believe they've got smoke coming off of them. I really, really hope my hospital bed ever does that. That's just scary.
Oh, ah.
Ah! Bang, bang. No. That is just quite frankly just freaky.
Oh, oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh,
Oh, ah.
Like, seriously, I need to give a warning about this stage. Why isn't this not working?
Oh.
Oh. Ah.
Oh.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
When she speaks, it sounds like, "Hey, Super Mama."
Oh. Ah.
Oh. Ah.
Oh. Ah.
Oh. That was really hard. Oh, we've got 23 diamonds. Let's see what we can do with it. Great. A fast new laptop. I can't wait to subscribe into it for the latest medical news. We got 15. How about that there? Oh, the books. New medical books. With these, I'll be able to be the best doctor there ever was. I just know it. Got 10. Nice. A new music player is just what I needed. Most of my music is digital these days anyways. And then the doll. Yay! An accurate anatomy doll. I've always wanted one of these. Nice. Now we've got 3 more diamonds and we really can't do anything with that, but that looks pretty good. Let's keep going. Collect test samples from Mathilda. Here we go. So, if you can sell patients on this special hospital bedding, Victor, most of our patients are in comas or is experiencing heavy trauma. Well, it never hurts to try. Goodness, it has no bedside manners. Well, maybe we can try and sell it to the family. I like where your head's at. Phew, that was close. I thought Victor said we couldn't perform any more tests. These samples are going to be tested over at Queensborough. That's some smart thinking, Alison. A little bit naughty, but clever at the same time. Alright, so here we go.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Where's that guinea pig? There he is.
Oh, ah.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Huh?
Oh. 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 Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Do you have all the samples? I'm just finishing the final one. And there, done. Great, I'll get started on them right away, but it'll take some time. I'd best get going, wouldn't want anyone catching on. Daniel, I owe you. Ruckus. Calm the doctors and staff coming into intensive care. It's obviously going to have low hearts by the sounds of it. Whoa, staff meeting. He literally took away the chairs in the waiting room. There are pregnant women we're talking about. You think that's bad? Yesterday, like some evil villain, Victor took away half the toys in the children's ward. He also replaced all our sheets with thinner sheets, because if people aren't comfortable, they'll leave quicker. He also switched to cheaper cleaning supplies. Smell me, I smell like a lemon. I really hate lemons. If this keeps going, there'll be nothing left of this hospital. Someone's going to have to do something. I'm sorry. I fear this has to do with Victor's grudge against me. I'll go talk to him this evening and see if I can't get him to lay off. Wow, okay, so it's getting a bit intense now. Whew.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh.
Oh.
Allison's the go-to person.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah.
This game is called Heart's Medicine.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Oh, ah.
Yep, I will after the levels, and I've just got a lot to concentrate with, but thank you. Hold on.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
And Queen's fuming.
Oh, ah.
Ah. Ah. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Oh.
Oh. Ah.
Ah. Ah.
Oh. Ah.
Ah.
Oh, ah.
Okay, to answer your question, Whisper. So basically, there's a main storyline, and then you've got like the game within it. So to each stage, you have like little mini games within the game to complete. And as you might have saw, you had like the heart rate monitor, and you had to line up the bars in order for it to work. Then you got to hang up like the cards, and it's a bit like the mobile game Diner Dash, if you're familiar with it. It's very much a speed, but that's just the way it's like with doctors. You've got to run between patients, etc. So, and then the main storyline is like a medical romance drama. It's very, very good, and I enjoy it. And it's the storyline that wants you to keep playing each level. And there are like happy moments, there are sad moments, and it's just a very, very diverse game. It may look simple, but the amount of depth that Gamehouse has put into this game is just amazing. There are 2 other games previous to it, and that is Season 1 and Season 2, but Season 1 was only available on PC. There is the sequel available through the App Store, and that one is not a Medical Heart or something like that. And yeah, so this is now the I've only played 2 out of the 3. So here we go. So this is the storyline coming up now. Knock knock. Oh my goodness. This used to be Daniel's place. It's like barren. Come in. John, I was wondering when you show up. No, it does not look simple, but I meant simple with the art. And I know it's sort of 3D game, but it's really rewarding, the storyline. There's so much what the 3D graphics lack. The depth in the storyline makes up for that, and also the way the game has been done. It's very, very well thought out, and I love it, actually. Do you like what I've done with the place? No need to be mean, Victor. You've won. Oh, but there's totally a need to be mean. I didn't spend the last 15 years clawing my way back to the top for nothing. Okay, Victor, feel free to take your revenge out of me, but these people, they don't deserve that. The patients don't deserve that. And even by your standards, you've been enormously harsh. Harsh? It was harsh of the board to take my license over a small mistake. It was harsh for my partner to report me to the board in the first place. Harsh, I'll show you harsh. You'll feel exactly like I did as everything I cared for was taken away from me. Harsh, you haven't even seen the half of it. I will run this place into the ground, but not before I turn a profit on it. You can't. Oh, I can and I will. Feel free to leave any time now, John. Woo! Victor's getting out the real mean streak now. Oof. Ouch. Okay, minigame coming up. Minigame mayhem. Yay. Alright, here we go. Number 48. Blast from the past. Don't stand still for longer than 13 seconds. Okay. Welcome to our team meeting. I was just walking through the basement and I just happened upon a treasure trove of old unused equipment, and I thought to myself, these models are actually still pretty good. It'd be a shame not to use them. And if we all start using the slightly older machinery, we can sell a lot of our newer... I didn't catch the last part. Our newer devices. But some of those machines haven't been used in over 10 years. Yeah, do they even work? Most of them do, but I have an old country guy that's fixing up the rest. You know those machines aren't up to the current safety codes? We'll have a small group of people evaluate which machines are and aren't up to the code over the coming months. But in the meantime, you'll all just have to get used to doing more things by hand. We used to do everything by hand back in the day, and I never heard any complaints back then. Oh. I thought you were going to talk to him. I did. Oh, Sophia. These bonbons are sure to make our patients and visitors feel better. In fact, they'll regain hearts from them. Sweet, I will do that. Alright, let's go. Don't stand still for longer than 13 seconds.
Oh! Ah!
Oh, ah. Oh. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh, ah.
Oh, ah.
Ah.
Oh, ah.
Ah. Ah.
Oh, ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh.
Alright, she's frozen for some reason.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Yeah, all the best, Whisper. Take care. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh. 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 Ah.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah. Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
And we did it. Yay! I've got the results from the tests Ruth ordered. Wait, why are you working with CF 100s? Those are from the 1980s. That's not important right now. Let's go see what Ruth thinks. It is important. We've got the results. Well, hand them over, dear. Here. It's very hard to see, but there are some small deviations in hormone levels. It seems the liver isn't breaking them down completely. The slower liver function keeps adding more and more hormones to the bloodstream, which may be causing some of your mother's symptoms. The rest could be caused by a relatively simple blood deficiency made worse by the hormones. It makes sense that Quinn didn't find this. It's almost impossible to spot. Luckily, a slow liver is very treatable if we treat it in time. We just have to give it a boost with Levax. And we've got Levax right here. Then what are we waiting for? Yay! Final hope. Keep applying the medication to Mathilda during the day. So, this will save Mum? There's a good chance that it will. You'll have to keep administering the Levax throughout the day. This has got to work. I'm sure it will. Yay!
Oh, ah.
Alright, try again.
Oh, ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Oh. Ah.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Oh. Ah.
Oh. 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 Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Sorry guys, there seems to be just some issues with Omlet Arcade at the moment. It's not really stable. Okay, here we go. This is the last stage now because I don't want it crashing on me. Now the waiting starts. Do you guys want anything to drink? What's happening? Nothing good. Her hormone levels are through the roof and her liver's failing. Somehow the medication only made things worse. But that's impossible. What do we do now? We either find the cause, or let's just say we need to find the cause. Whoops. Uh-oh. Janitor jokes. The janitor is joking around with the chair, so keep a close eye on him. Something different.
Oh.
Oh.
So during a certain window I can't see. It goes black. Oh, this is going to be
Oh,
entertaining.
ah.
And the janitor thinks this is funny. Really good.
Oh. Ah.
Oh. Ah.
His laugh though is so mirthless. It's like, oh, this is so funny.
Oh, ah.
I think I need a tissue too. I'm about ready to cry.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah.
Oh. Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah.
Oh, ah. Oh.
Oh. Ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh.
Yay! And one more level to go. The time is now. Prepare Mathilda for surgery. Ooh, here we go. Sophia, how long do we have to find out what's wrong? I'd say 24 hours max. 24 hours? But a whole range of doctors has been trying to figure out what's wrong with her for the better part of a year already. This will never... You guys will... Ryan? Ryan? But if Ryan has these type of episodes too, they can't be psychological. They're hereditary. And these episodes come from the brain, not the circulatory system. Huh? What happened? You had an episode like Mum used to have. And that might actually help us find out what's wrong with her. So the symptoms of stress-induced episodes increase hormone levels, kidney failure, liver failure, and it's hereditary. It couldn't be paragenesis because that doesn't increase hormone levels. Alison? Give me a second, I'm thinking. Alison, it's advanced Herkin's disorder. It's advanced Herkin's disorder. Can someone tell me what advanced Herkin's disorder is? Herkin's is a hereditary brain mutation in which the brain creates thick extra pathways mostly connected to emotional trauma. Those pathways can interfere with any part of the brain and can cause anything from mood swings to motor issues and even mental disabilities. Once it gets to the advanced stages, the trauma becomes irrelevant. Survival chances drop close to zero, and to treat it, you need a top-tier surgeon to perform conscious brain surgery. Well, you certainly have one of those. You'd do that for us? I would, but we do have a bigger problem. Yesterday, our neuroendoscope was sold to Queensborough, and we need to start the operation ASAP if we want to have any chance of success. I still have some connections with our helicopter pilot through Joe. Well, if Sophia preps your mother for surgery and you can fly to Queensborough, I'll get the OR ready. Oh. That's enough of that. Now, get going. Ryan, can you go see Connor today and fill him in? Don't you worry, Miss Hart. Your daughter's going to save you.
Oh.
Also, Sophia's running the show today.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh.
I haven't noticed it till now, but there's books behind it. I wonder that's sort of meaning for something about the game.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah. Oh. Ah. Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Ah.
Sorry about that, guys. It seems to be that Omlet Arcade's very, very unstable at the moment. Alright, and we're back. Here we go.
Oh, ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh, ah.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh. Ah.
Alright.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Huh?
Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Sorry guys, I lost some rhythm on the stream because of the interruptions, so I'm a bit behind.
Oh. Oh, ah.
Oh, ah.
Huh? Huh?
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, ah. Oh, ah. Oh, ah.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
If I make it to 3 stars, it'll be a miracle. No. You completed your internship at the intensive care unit. Yay, done. Psychiatry, you'll get to treat patients with Sam. Sweet. Is she good to go? She is. I just hope Alison gets back in time. Oh no, the fire. Oh my goodness, it's already happening. Oh, the smoke's coming through the operating theatre. No! It's from using the cheap machinery. Ah, the opening scene! They've jumped straight to it. Oh my goodness! Ooh, Alison can't move. Oh, no way! She's like completely surrounded by fire. Ellie, you can't be here. You need to go. Quinn explained everything to me. Chances are I'll die either way, but you can still live. She's right, Alison. The fire's spreading too quickly. There's just no way we can finish the operation in time, and I'm afraid we can't move her in her state. No, I'm not leaving. Ellie, you have to. I can't be the one who puts you in danger all over again. Mum, don't you see that this isn't your choice to make? I've run away from enough of my problems. Ellie, I'm not going anywhere. This won't be the same as reading in a book, Alison, but I know you covered this in med school. I cough. I'll go get help. Looks like Quinn has already started removing the skull cap. Let's continue drilling away part of the skull to expose the brain. Oh, here we go. Okay. So far, so good. Now we're carefully going to remove the bone. Yes, now let's use the spotting fluid on the entire surface. Well, that's everything. Now we just need to wait for the problem areas to show up on our scanner. Come on. Those pathways are pretty big. It's just one of these cuts breaks the barrier of the path. Mum, don't think about it, Alison. Okay, Mum, after each cut, I'm going to need to perform a little task. Mum, can you talk for me for a bit? I came to visit you once, you know. What? After I hadn't had any episodes for a year, you were outside goofing around with your grandpa. The two of you looked so happy. I didn't want to ruin that. I'm sorry I left you, Ellie. No tears during surgery. It's okay now, Mum. But maybe we shouldn't talk about things that will have us both in tears. Alison? You can still leave, Alison. We had this conversation, Mum. I'm not leaving here without you. Mum, can you squeeze your hand into a fist and then stretch out all your fingers? Yes, I can. But Alison, I don't feel so good. We don't have much time left. I need to remove the pathway that's causing the increase in hormones. Mum? Please hang in there. Ellie? Mum? Just let me staple this up and we can go. Ellie? Mum, I have to finish up before we can go. I did it. I saved you. Huh. Woo! Oh, here we go. Oh, Daniel came to the rescue. Alison? I'm not going anywhere. Oh, you've become such an amazing woman. We've got to go, Alison. Take good care of her, okay? Do you think we'll recover from this? Losing Little Creek, losing our family hospital? Take a look around, Daniel. The entire family is here. Everybody's safe. We're all together. You're right, we'll be okay. We are going to have to talk about it though. What? Well, you just ran into a burning building to save me. Hey, you went in there first. Fair enough. But there are easier ways of telling me you love me, you know. What? Aww.